Hello everyone, welcome back to Bloom and Brew with AJ. I'm Atharva and it's 6 p.m. It's a Saturday evening and I am back in the kitchen, you guys. Because I wanted to try this particular ice cream recipe that has no added sugar to it and it is supposed to taste as good as any ice cream that you buy from the store. And I want to test that, and that is why I am here. Well, before that, I'll tell you about my eating habits. Till yesterday, I had a lot of chocolate ice cream and it was very sweet. And then I checked the packet and it had like a major amount of added sugar to it, and that made me feel guilty for some reason. Well, I don't know why. But that is why I am trying to figure out. Let's just make a ice cream that has no sugar in it. Okay. Also, I've seen this recipe like multiple times on my feed on social media, and I was like, does this really work? And since I've started eating healthy, like I eat oatmeal every day, and I try to like have enough protein intake as of now in my diet, but I'm obviously failing at it. But whatever, that's not the point of the video. But that is why I have all the ingredients lying around in my house, and I was like, let's make some ice cream and let's just test if it is actually worth it, if it actually tastes as good as store-bought ice cream without adding any sugar and trying to replace it with all the healthier options. And that's what we are going to be doing today. So if that sounds interesting, I would ask you to go ahead and subscribe and press the bell icon, so every time I post a video you'll be updated about it. And make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you share, and let's just begin with this video. Let's go. This part of a video is a voiceover. I've soaked some dry fruits and some seeds for 4 to 5 hours in water. Next step is to remove the skins of all these soaked almonds one by one, and then I have taken a glass bowl. The first ingredient to start this recipe is with makhana. I have taken a cup or a little bit more than a cup of makhana in this bowl. Then add all the soaked dry fruits. These are cashews. Then I've added some pumpkin seeds that were also soaked for a few hours. Also added the almonds that we just peeled. The quantity of all these dry fruits and seeds is between 2 to 4 tablespoons. I've also added some pumpkin seeds which I forgot to soak. I've taken 1.5 cups of milk and I've added around 3 to 5 tablespoons of oats. I will let it cook for a while. When the milk is lukewarm, I added it back to the mixture that we just made, and then I have added 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds into it. I did not soak the chia seeds beforehand. I just simply added it to the mixture and mixed it properly. And then I have also added the most important ingredient, that is a cup of dates. I have removed the seeds from these dates, but you can get seedless dates from the market. And this is the sweetener of the recipe. Mix it properly. And then the last ingredient that this recipe needs, which is as per your taste, is cocoa powder. Because we are making a chocolate ice cream, we have to add some source of chocolate. So I've added a tablespoon and a little more than that of cocoa powder into the mixture, and I will let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes. And then after that, I will pour it all into a mixer grinder. Once that is done, I took one more container and I poured everything into it, and I will let it sit for a while. But here, additionally, I've also added some chocolate chips. This step is absolutely optional. You don't need to add extra chocolate chips. This recipe is sweet enough because we've added a cup of dates into this recipe. Once this is done, it is ready to go into the refrigerator for overnight or at least 6 hours to set properly. And this is the next morning when I have scooped some of the ice cream out and added more chocolate chips. And this is the moment of truth because we are going to taste this ice cream, and I am going to tell you an honest review of how I felt. I felt like this did lacked in texture when it comes to store-bought ice cream. I could have added maybe a little bit lesser oats to make this recipe taste even better, but it tastes really nice. It is a very simple recipe to make and I enjoyed it, and Let me know in the comments section what you think of this recipe and will you try it. And for now, I will enjoy this ice cream, and thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to stay tuned. See you next time.